Hey, how you doing? So this video is going to be about what makes us sick in our house, particles. And it's going to be all about particles. So obviously this is going to be a short video. We're not going to cover everything, but we'll cover some stuff that might make you open your eyes, you know. And so anything that's, considered that I'm worried about is anything that's 10 microns and smaller. And these are things that'll get down in our lungs and can cause serious health problems. Okay, and so how do we minimize particles in our house? So where do particles come from? Let's take a look at some of these things. Well, dust. Okay, so if you have an attic and it's dusty up there, or you've got different types of insulations that can create dust, there it is. So minimize that. That's why when you go to an attic, make sure you wear a face protection. Okay, well, sure, we could have plants, pollen, things like that. So a lot of plants and a lot of water and mildew in the dirt will cause particles in the home. Okay, so think about that. If you have a lot of that, interior greenhouses, again, some people have allergies. So maybe if you have these kind of conditions, you want to have some type of, oh, by the way, I'll have some links below. Maybe you need an air cleaner, in your bedroom, or an air cleaner in your house to help to move some of this particulate. Then you got combustion analysis. That's a big one. So, if you have an old furnace or an old water heater, an incomplete combustion, poor burning fossil fuels, you could be creating also volatile organic compounds. You could produce carbon monoxide, all this stuff. So make sure that your furnaces are inspected. And like here, you can see there's a combustion analyzer and there's a probe. Let me find the probe. There it is. See the probe? There's a probe going underneath it, testing it. That's called a combustion analysis. And if you have a furnace, you might want to have a company come and perform combustion analysis and draft testing. Okay. Now this one is a combustion analysis of the water heater. Make sure the water heater is burning properly. Again, these are things that get into the air will make you sick. Now, obviously, mold, peeling paint, mold and mildew, that's caused by high humidity. So if we got a water problem, we got to fix it. We got a basement leak, we got to fix it. Okay. What about pets? No one think, oh, my pet's fine. No, it's not. I mean, dogs have saliva, right? Skin fragments. Hair, cats the same. And that saliva and those skin fragments go in the carpet, and same with the birds. And birds got mites and all kind of stuff. And so if you've got humidity along with carpets, we've got a whole nother set of problems. Now we're making our own dust. You know that dust, every house has a fingerprint, a DNA dust. It's all different, every house. That's why some houses, you sit there and the furnace kicks on and you start sneezing. Where's it coming from? Maybe it's in the ducts. Maybe it's in the house, and the furnace is agitating the air. So birds, you don't want to have animals in your house. I would say no. Of course, your medication, okay, sewer problems, okay, dust in the house. Nobody ever cleans their basement. You want to clean the dust. You want to have you don't want to be too clean. Now, when you clean, again, the chemicals you clean with could make you sick too. So, you might want to think about using water. Then you've got other types of gases, like gas that leaks, okay, from leaking gas lines, okay. So anyways, you could have all kind of issues with particles, eye, nose, throat irritation. You could have itchy eyes, okay. Hell, sometimes people get lung diseases. Some people even die from dust. Okay, I don't know if you know it, but well, you do know it because everyone's wearing masks now. But the Chinese people have been wearing masks for decades. If you go to a NASA site called Earth Null School and check out the air, you could do daily and see where it's all bad, and you'll see where the air is really bad in other parts of the country. You might not want to go there on vacation. You might want to bring your mask with you. Okay. So this is just me testing an office. It's a sick building syndrome. Obviously, we know that's a problem. Okay. A lot of times you could find problems also with UV lights. Okay. Usually like animal urine and things like that. So you can get particles, like I said, from stove, heaters, fireplaces, chimneys, tobacco. Okay. And also another problem is people have gas ventless units, and those can create carbon dioxide. So I'm not real big on that, especially in tight homes. And I have all kind of videos. By the way, on YouTube, I have probably 700 videos on house issues, and just go to Clevelandmarko, M-E-R-K-O. Clevelandmarko is my YouTube channel, and you can, in the search mode, find what you want, and a lot of times I'll have a video on it. Also, I do have a service. If you Google Call Marco with a question, Call Marco with a question, and I can try to solve your house problem on the phone. A lot of times I want some photos. If not, we could talk about it. And there is a $29 fee for the next few years. It's not a lot. You probably save a ton of money doing that than trying to hire somebody. Candles, that causes staining, causes soot, Brownian motion, especially jar candles. The lower the jar candle goes, the less incomplete combustion, the more carbon dioxide, the more, and you get the dark staining on your walls. It looks like Seltons. These things are no good. I'm not a big fan of ozone machines. You can look it up. I am not a fan about ozone. I don't believe that's a good thing. But I am a fan about HEPA filters. Below, I'll leave a couple links for different types of filtrations. You can get cheap ones too for under $100, or you can get nice ones for $1,000. But filtration is good. Make sure that you change the filters on them. Okay, you want to keep your sub pumps clean. Look at that. Look how dirty that is. That's a cold air return. You think I'm getting sick in this house? You look at the mold carpets. You think I'm getting sick in this house? Look at the staining on the windows, smoking. You think I'm getting this sick? Look at this asbestos, okay? Look at the crawl space, the dirt, the floors. Man, all that is dust, okay? All that is dust, okay? And also what you also want to do is, that's not in here, but get a little book, okay? And in a book, write down what you ate, what you drank, when you got sick, how you feel today, and always look at it. Before you know it, you'll see a pattern, and you might figure out your own problem without hiring somebody like me to figure it out. Obviously your doctor's not going to figure it out. They're going to give you some pills. You need to figure out what's making you sick in your house. You need to figure out what's causing your eyes to itch. You got to figure all that out on your own, okay? And you can't fix a lot of health issues once you get them. Okay, I'm not going to read all that. Fireplaces should be cleaned, inspected. They can't downdraft. You shouldn't have any negative pressure. Cold air returns should be properly. Dryer vents should be vented properly. Humidifiers will cause moisture issues. Be careful. Do not use them. Attics have a lot of dust, okay, and little spots. Then that tells you that there's water dripping in the attic in the wintertime because the nails get frosted because there's too much humidity. All right, that is a hole that we would drill in to test our water heaters to make sure there's proper draft. And that's a whole nother issue. Carbon monoxide can make you, you have to know what are you sneezing or are you nauseous? And you have to figure out what causes all these. It could be that you have incomplete combustion, or your chimney was blocked from a squirrel or something. Your ductwork also, you got to look inside your ductwork, man. Is it dirty? And then people don't change these things. I'm not a big fan of buckets. I think you just put a hose to it and let the hose run, because 1 gallon of water is nothing. People put one of these in and empty it once a week. They're not doing anything, okay? What about the mice? Hey, the mice pee. They ruin your attic insulation. They poop around. They destroy your R value, and you don't want these guys hanging around and pooping all over in your attic. What about the stuff in your basement? What about your vacuum cleaner? Is it a good vacuum cleaner? Is the filter been changed? Sometimes you vacuum a house and start sneezing because it doesn't do anything. What about incomplete combustion? What if your furnace boiler is spilling fumes, stains on water heaters and furnaces? Check it out. Look at the stuff in this duct. Maybe we got to clean our ducts. Maybe there's mice pooping and peeing in our ductwork. Yeah, they're running down in there, and you're breathing that, and you're wondering why you're sick. Okay. What about this here? Here you got a makeup air vent on a rooftop that goes into a unit, and then what's underneath it? The carbon monoxide vent for the water heater and furnace. So you're just recirculating the fumes right back into the house, and you wonder why you're getting sick. And then, of course, we have man-made stuff. A lot of times printers can give off stuff. And then we have electromagnetic fields. We got springs on beds. We have electric fields. We have microwaves. We have radiation. We have granite countertops or radon in the basement. We have lead paint. We have asbestos. We have urea formaldehyde. We have other building products. And so you want to walk around your house if you feel sick. You think the way you know it's your house is when you leave your house, you feel better, right? And when you go back home, you're sick again. So, and also look in your medicine cabinet. So sometimes you got to do your own diagnosis And once you do all that and you get more and more information, then you could call an expert. Maybe you can call somebody like me to see what's going on in the house. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to tell you why your fingernails turn blue or purple. I do have a service though. On Google, just call Marko, Marko. I know they say Marco with a C in some of these videos of mine. It's a K. Marko with a K. Call Marko with a question, and just $29, and I'll try to solve the problem or help you at least get into what might be going on. Down below, I do have some links you can check into that have to do with the video. Please rate, subscribe, ring the bell for future videos. I have a lot of videos. Also, if you just go to Clevelandmarko, my YouTube channel, and punch in, what you're looking for, you might even find a video on it. Because I don't know, I don't even know how many videos I got, but I've been doing this for 40 years, 18,000 home inspections. I've written publications, books. I'm an engineer. I've done a lot of this, so I have a lot of different videos. Check it out. So hey, call Marko with a question. Please rate, subscribe, hit the bell, and thanks for coming on.